Hello Carly, I see you are here for your final interview for Recomp 355. Today we'll just take about 5 minutes to discuss what you've learned this spring semester. Why don't you start by telling me something you've learned?
Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is probably the biggest thing I took away from this class. Prior to this class, I would ask my friends, ask anybody else how to do something on the computer, but after taking this class, I learned to look things up on my own and try to work it out on my own before going to anyone else, and that's really helped me so far, and I definitely will in the future as well.
Can you give me an example of where that has helped you in this class?
The best example of that I can give is from the very start of the semester when I challenged myself to put a Twitter button on my blog, and it probably took me half an hour to an hour to try to figure out how to do that, but I was determined, and I looked all over Google, all over different websites on how to do that, and I finally succeeded. So it was really awesome.
We worked a lot with blogs this semester. What have you taken away from that?
I'd always heard of blogs and people using blogs for personal use or in their own classrooms, but I had never actually looked into them or made one myself before this class. But after doing that, I am fully confident to bring blogs into my classroom, and I think that's going to be a really cool thing for the kids as well as myself. I also got to learn about a lot of different education bloggers that I'm going to continue following and learn more about what they post. My favorite being Jeff Dunn. He posts a lot about education related to technology, and his posts this semester were some of my favorite.
You seem to write a lot about social media this semester. Can you share a little about what you learned related to that?
Yeah, I looked a lot at social media in the classroom, specifically Facebook. At the beginning of the semester, I was kind of not really going towards using Facebook in the classroom, but near the end of the semester, after looking at more research and information about it, and realizing how much you can do with Facebook and implementing it in the classroom, I kind of decided that it probably would be a good tool to use in the classroom. I also looked at other social media tools such as Twitter and Edmodo. Those are also really good tools to use. I think just this semester and this class kind of opened my eyes to using social media in the classroom. I hadn't really thought about it before, but after this semester, I'm thinking more and more about it and kind of deciding on which tool I'd like to use. So this class definitely brought out social media, which is an awesome tool to use in my classroom.
We saw you struggle a bit with Twitter in the beginning of the semester. How are things now?
Using my Twitter account was a step outside my comfort zone for me, but it did get a little easier with the help of my classmates and exploring Twitter on my own. I did struggle with it in the beginning, and I still struggle a little bit now, but I'm definitely learning more and more about it, and I'm getting more confident, maybe being able to use it in my classroom one day. I also participated in an ed chat on Twitter as well, which was probably 10 steps outside my comfort zone, but that really opened up my eyes to what Twitter can offer you in an educational aspect. So from now on, I continue to look at the education perspective of Twitter, and a lot of times I find really awesome stuff on there, so this class has really helped in that way as well.
We also looked at Google this semester. What did you take away from that?
Well, I learned that there's sort of a secret world of Google. Google extends way further than I thought that it did, which is really cool to know. I also looked specifically at the K-12 Google app, which gives you a lot of resources for teaching, which is exactly what I love. I love free resources, and the K-12 Google app was actually one of the most awesome things I found this semester.
Lastly, is there anything else you would like to add?
Although at the beginning of this interview I said I found independence in technology, I also confirmed my belief that having a PLC is a really good thing. Having everyone in the class to share ideas with and get ideas from was really rewarding, and I found a lot of awesome stuff from everybody in the class. and it was a great experience.